What's up, y'all? We back, man. I want to talk about a gentleman who has been hitting the algorithms or hitting my algorithms. I want to say since a week before the Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight. I really didn't know what his videos were about as much in the beginning because I wouldn't really, when I would see him, I would just see this goofy, cloned out Kirk Franklin looking dude. And then I would just keep scrolling. But then when I finally stopped and saw, okay, what he blogs about, I was blown away. I was appalled. Now, this man is clearly an Errol Spence fanboy. He's an Errol Spence advocate. He is on code for everything that has to do with Errol Spence. Even in the aftermath of him being wrong, I mean, he made some seriously bold predictions for his boy Errol. And then when he failed miserably by not making a great prediction at all, I mean, nobody expected the result to turn out to be the way it turned out. But myself, because I've familiarized myself with both fighters since, they first came on the scene, I did see the holes in Errol Spence's game. I didn't see a whole lot of improvements in Errol Spence. I've always seen how Errol Spence would get hit quite a bit, even with guys that were like scrubs, guys that had no names that you don't really know about, but that he had to fight leading up to the bigger fights. He would get cracked by them a couple of times and got wobbled. The only time people can say Bud got hurt was when he got cocky and he left his face exposed for a slight second. He didn't expect to get hit in that moment. He got hit by Gamboa. That surprised him. And then when he fought Mean Machine, that was a very good punch by Mean Machine. But regardless of what you say, whether you want to say it's a knockdown or not, even if it was very well a knockdown, he wasn't wobbled. He wasn't hurt because he came back strong and he stopped the man. So all of these excuses aren't really helping. And for this Marty, the manager guy, this guy's manager Marty, this nigga looks like Kirk Franklin. Like if Kirk Franklin was strung out on drugs and then he had to go to rehab and then he's just getting out of rehab after having a strong drug addiction, that's how Kirk Franklin would look. I mean, the Kirk Franklin of today looks strange. Let's be clear on that. The real Kirk Franklin don't look like the old Kirk Franklin or his old self. You would think this man is cloned out or something, but I don't know. The original Kirk Franklin, he's a lot more zesty. He's a lot more worldly. You're supposed to be a church man and be all pro Jesus in church, and you doing all this little worldly stuff. You collaborate with a lot of worldly people, and you're doing some worldly dances too. A little zesty. But this manager Marty guy, where did they find this dude? Like, what laboratory did they pull this guy out of? Because this man don't know nothing about boxing. He tries to look very intellectual and he has his glasses on and but nigga, you don't know nothing. It's like your fanboyism is clouding your intellect and your common sense. And to create conspiracy theories to accuse Bud Crawford, I don't care who he's connected to, Snack, Whack, Jack, to accuse this man of being on steroids when both fighters were tested already, when Bud has already said, for all you goofies, you clowns out here that's saying I'm juicing, they can test me any time of the day, any year, and they're not gonna find nothing. For a man that stand on that, it's interesting that you would go along with these conspiracies because the majority of your followers are ignorant, illiterate, and your followers are the hip hop fans. The hip hop fans of today, which it don't sound nothing. It ain't nothing like how it used to be. But I still respect these young guys' craft and their art. But the young men, the young generation that are fans of these young generation of rappers are the ones who maybe gravitate to this manager Marty guy. Because I've already said in other videos that Errol Spence is an industry boxer. So he's tied to the industry. The satanic industry. He's tied to the industry. He's protected by the industry. The machine protects him. And Marty, the manager, is a part of that cult. The cult around that machine that helps defend and protect Errol at all times. And despite how wrong they are, despite how stupid they look, they still have this arrogance and this confidence that they know what they're talking about, or that what they say has some validity, which it has none. But this fake Kirk Franklin guy, what my people say, did the church say, melodies from heaven rain down for me. Bruh, if you don't get your fake, goofy Kirk Franklin gospel singing, no talent ass up out of here. Nigga, who raised you, bruh? Who sent you? That should be the question. Who sent you, Manager Marty? Who sent you? Are you like a minion to like maybe Showbiz, Champ Side, Fanon, Ego? Who are you tied to, sir? You're connected to any one of those sources. You need to find a whole different avenue, sir. I think you do better in celebrity gossip. You do better in maybe being like a Hebrew Israelite or something like that, and just trying to teach people the word, and that they are the chosen ones, the children of Israel. Go that route, bro. Because this boxing stuff ain't for you, sir. And my channel is not surrounded around boxing. I touch on a little bit of everything. But you, Manager Marty, I don't care how many people support you. You a goofy. You are a goofball, bruh. Clown energy. You sound real tough on a nephew. I mean, you sound real tough on the phone, nephew. This nigga Kirk Franklin trying to drop boxing gems. If you don't knock it off, bruh. Who are you? No one knows you, sir. Why are you talking like you heavily connected with all of these boxers, bruh? Who's boosting up your ego? Who's boosting up your confidence into thinking that you know what you're talking about? Why can't you just be a man and admit that you were wrong? Why can't you be a man and give Bud Crawford his credit? See, this is how you separate the men from the boys. There's a lot of grown boys out here. They may try to act like men and try to carry themselves like men, but their behavior shows in the aftermath of when they have to stand corrected. Instead of you, Manager Marty the manager, what are you a manager of? What are you managing, sir? Because you're not managing boxing. So for you to call yourself Manager Marty and you're touching on boxing stuff and you're incorrect on your boxing predictions and what you talk about, bruh, what are you the manager of? Help me understand what your MO is, bruh. Who sent you? No one knows you, sir. Why are you touching on boxing like you're a boxing expert? I get it. You want to get hired. You want to get hired. You want to be on some Max Kellerman type stuff. You want to get on that level where you can be able to interview people. But see, this is where you're going wrong, sir. If that's what your goal is, you can't be biased. You have to call it a spade, bruh. You have to be an honest person. You can't be a fanboy for a boxer and then you try to sabotage the other boxer, making up conspiracy theories, lies, and propaganda because you lost a bet or because your reputation is kind of spoiled now because you thought you were so confidently right. And you just thought that your predictions that you were making was on point. But then when you're wrong, all of a sudden you're going to this deny. That's like female tendencies, sir. Don't want to take no accountability for where you are wrong at. It's like you can't try to admit that you're wrong and then all of a sudden you want to flip it around and say, yeah, but, Bud is with Snack. Bud could be juicing. Ain't no way, man. The way he be Errol Spence, man. Like, they need to investigate him, man. Something got to happen, man. There ain't no way that Bud Crawford's that strong. Nigga, please, bruh. Bud been showing he's strong from day one. Did you forget he has a wrestling background? Y'all just mad because Errol couldn't push him around and do whatever the hell he wanted to do. And y'all forget, Bud is one of the most lethal strikers in boxing. This nigga can really fight, bruh. Forget the boxing shit. Bud can activate that street shit in a boxing ring. And when he stopped caring about being fundamental and politically correct in the ring, he'll start beating your ass. Errol Spence knows what Bud Crawford presented. This is why he avoided him for so long. But his reputation and his ego was on the line. Just like yours, Manager Marty. Just like your reputation, your ego was on the line. So now you have to flip it and try to still make yourself look like you're trying to make yourself look good to your people to keep them following you and interested in you. I get it, man. I get what you're trying to do. But at the end of the day, Errol Spence knew what Bud Crawford presented. And the thing is, you goofies out here, all of y'all are still making excuses for Errol Spence when Errol's not making no excuses at all. He's as quiet as a mouse right now. Good for him that he activated the rematch. I don't think it's going to go any better for him, but I wish him the best of luck. But I don't wish none of y'all any luck at all. Manager Marty and all you other goofies. Showbiz, Fanon, Ego, Champ Side. Because y'all clowns. Y'all fake. Y'all have exposed to the public y'all's fake persona. Be real. If you cannot be real, and you cannot be genuine and transparent and upfront about something, stay out of it. Fall back. So you do have some good qualities about you, bruh, Manager Marty, but boxing is not it. You just need to use your mouthpiece, pause, and your brain and the fact that you like to talk, because you like to hear yourself talk and you like to talk a lot. But you're saying a lot of the same thing. You're not really making valid points in boxing. I feel like you're not really like, can you fight, sir? Can you fight? What are you, 5'4"? What's come on, bro. If you don't get your goofy Kirk Franklin's long lost brother ass up out of here. Stick to what you know. You don't know boxing. You're not a boxing expert. You're not a former boxer. So if you're going to give your opinion, give your opinion. But don't start talking like you're all-knowing and you just know for a fact that Bud Crawford is juicing. Or you have no proof of that. If anything, your boy Errol Spence has been juicing for a long time. I ain't never seen in my lifetime a man who can walk around at 180, 190 pounds and drop all that weight in a swift amount of time and be okay and still be chiseled. Come on now. But you see, talking about Bud, talking about Errol was looking drained during the fight. Did you see how drained Bud looked during the weigh-in? Knock it off, man. That boy Errol was not drained. That man was eating cheeseburgers after the weigh-in. Man, y'all niggas is some sore losers, bro. Y'all are some fruit booty, zesty goofies out here, man. Marty the manager, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Kick rocks, man. Find something else better to do than to be talking boxing. You are not boxing. I'm more boxing than you, and I'm a street fighter than a boxer. But be real, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Join a gospel. Start a gospel channel, man. Why don't you be a Kirk Franklin impersonator? That'd be good for you. Good luck, sir.